Born Tillie Kidd on December 23rd, 1942 in Milledgeville, Brown County, Georgia, to parents Edward Culver Kidd Jr. and Oma Catherine Rogers Kidd. She had one brother who is 4 years younger than her. Sadly, he passed away in 2020. His name is Edward Culver, aka Rusty Kidd III. She went to Emory University and got her BA and JD degrees. She married L. Buck Fowler in 1968. They had two living children and one that died in infancy. Daughters' names are Tillie Ann and Elizabeth. Tillie grew up to follow her father in his footsteps, which was a political career. Her father served in Georgia Assembly for 46 years, including in the State House and 30 in the State Senate. Her brother served in Georgia House of Representatives from 2009 to 2017. She also went to and graduated from Salem Academy in Winston-Salem, North Carolina in 1960 before earning her undergraduate degree from Emory University. While there, she was a member of Kappa Alpha Theta. In 1964, she earned her Juris Doctorate degree also from Emory University of Law, which I think is the JD. She was admitted to the bar soon after her getting her degree, but no Atlanta area law firm would hire a woman at that time. It was mentioned that she was a fiery, outspoken woman by the standards of the time, and her father encouraged her to go to law school. I guess he figures she can put that outspokenness to good use. Uh, she can. U.S. Representative Robert G. Stevens, Jr. of Georgia gave her a chance. She was hired as a legislative assistant for 3 years. After that, she worked as a general counsel in the White House Office of Consumer Affairs until 1971. When Tillie and Buck married, they ended up moving to Jacksonville, Florida. She changed her party affiliation from Democrat to Republican to her father's chagrin or dismay. Um, she actively volunteered in the area junior league and other activities. Served as the Jacksonville chapter's president from 1982 to 1983 and was also elected to the Jacksonville City Council in 1985. Fowler became the council's president in 1989. Tillie won the Republican nomination for Florida's 4th congressional district in Jacksonville, Florida in 1992. The district had previously been the third, represented by 22-term incumbent, or how do you say it, Charlie Bennett, but had been renumbered as the fourth after Florida gained four districts in 1990 United States Census. Bennett, who is a Democrat, was the second longest serving member of the House and the longest serving member of either House of Congress in Florida history. The city of Jacksonville had leaned Republican for some time, although the city has voted only Democratic presidential nominee once since 1972, even though Democrats still have a substantial majority in registrations. But Bennett seemed to have an unbreakable hold on the seat. Fowler was the seventh Republican to challenge him. Tillie early on started hammering Bennett for having been in Congress for way too long, so long that he was first elected or won an election. It was just a few days before her sixth birthday. There was a promise to serve no more than 4 terms in the House. 8 years is enough was her slogan. Bennett Bennett's wife fell ill quite shortly after his campaign began, so he announced his retirement when this happened. When looking for a replacement for Bennett, the Democrats drafted State Senator Maddox Hare, but she had too little time to overcome a severe financial disadvantage and lost to Fowler by almost 13 points, according to Wikipedia. Tillie Fowler was the third person to represent the House, or the fourth since 1943 when it was created. It was 2nd District until 1967 when it was renumbered 3rd. She was the first Republican for that section. She was also the first Florida Republican woman elected to the House in her own right. She was re-elected 3 more times, all unopposed. Tillie had a voting record that was relatively moderate by Southern Republican standards. She was pro-choice, one source says moderately on that, and never took money from the National Rifle Association of America. Once source said that she refused it. She was the only Republican woman on the House Armed Services Committee. She blasted the Clinton administration's cuts into defense spending and subsequent increases in spending for peacekeeping missions. Her main interest, however, was in defense issues, not surprising given the large number of naval bases in the Jacksonville area. She was unsuccessful when she tried. Okay, so sorry for a little tirade. I guess you can call that. So, if you want to know more information on Tillie Fowler, just Google her. I couldn't get a whole lot. Um, if you want to visit the park that's named after her is called Tillie K. Fowler Regional Park, and the address is 7000 Roosevelt Boulevard, Jacksonville, Florida 32244, and the number is 904-573-2498. Dogs are allowed. They have picnics. They have areas just for kayaking. An area further down, which goes into Orange Park, Florida, is the bike trails. Um, so it's open Monday through Sunday, 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. Um, so here's some of my resources, but I want to put them all on my description box. So I did on jacksonville.gov, bringfido.com, mtvproject.com. It's WKC Trail, and it's the Tillie Fowler Regional Park Bike Trail, Orange Park. I did some pictures from Jonathan Powell that put stuff on there. Trailforks.com, Facebook for the Sorba Jacks Tillie Fowler MTB Trail. Dog Pack app, I tried going on there, couldn't get a whole lot. Washington Post, they did a little tribute thing for obviously Wikipedia, findagrave.com, visit jacksonville.com, again, jacksonville.gov, the Florida Times Union, the jacksonmag.com, Jacksonville Beach Moms blog, Google Lens, Jay Weisenberg, Ted Pennington, Gary Criswell, Sarah Jacks, All Trails. I've used their photos in a lot of this video, and the Timaquan Parks Foundation. And thank you for even watching this or listening to this video, even if it's just part of it or some of it or all of it. Thank you so much. hopefully I can get better at this and try to play around with different stuff. Next is I'm going to do one on a family member. So that'll be interesting. In 2001, Fowler was appointed by Congress to the Commission on the Future of the United States Aerospace Industry. So you can call her a lawyer and a politician who served in the United States House of Representatives from Florida Congressional District. She was in Congress from 1993 to 2001. She was a strong advocate for defense spending. She was vice chair of House of Republican Conference in office from January 3rd, 1999 to January 3rd, 2001. Um, she also made appearances on C-SPAN. Sadly, Tillie K. Fowler died on March 2nd, 2005 from a brain hemorrhage in a Jacksonville hospital in Jacksonville, Florida. She's buried in Oak Lawn Cemetery in Jacksonville, Florida, Duval County. And this is the story of K. Fowler, or Tillie Kid Fowler. I didn't get her um, middle name. I tried looking in different sources, ancestry. So I want to give a list of resources in a minute. Um, I just want to say, like, I want to do videos on different people and different things throughout Jacksonville history too, not just little Bible studies and cleaning videos. Um, Although I don't totally agree with her whole background, but I feel like it's important to share um, different people that made a difference in Jacksonville one way or another. I love going to her park when I can. Um, Back 2020, 2021, there's, the whole riots and all that stuff, the whole wokeness thing. They were talking about changing the name of Tillie Fowler because regional park, because she was white. She did nothing wrong. It had nothing to do with black people, but it was a whole big thing about um, people wanting to change things in honor of black people. I have no problem with things being named after certain black people that was prominent, that did good in the U.S. But what I have a problem with is when nobody they want to change the name of something, of a place, because the person is white, and that they are not racist and had nothing to do with that, or had nothing to do with slavery and all that stuff. And to head off the shutdown of the naval firing range at Baquez, she earned the nickname Still Magnolia because of her demeanor and her interest in defense issues. Unlike most Republicans elected to Congress during the 1990s, Fowler had very good relations with Democrats. She was one of the 7 Republicans active in the Congressional Women's Caucus and refused to campaign against incumbents Incumbents, that's how you spell it, with whom she had friendly relations. She was also an ardent feminist, voice or ferociously, protesting an article in Roll Call in which a picture of a Republican woman at a press conference only showed their legs and black pumps. She hired Stephanie Kopelopoulos, as Kopelous, as an intern in 1993. By 1998, Stephanie was a senior legislative aide. Fowler eventually joined the prominent prominent Washington law firm Holland and Knight as partner. After her tenure in Congress, she served as an advisor to Secretary of Defense Donald Rumsfeld on operational issues. She frequently lobbied her former colleagues on behalf of Jacksonville during debates over military base realignment enclosures. In addition, she chaired the department panel responsible for um, and chaired the oh shoot I messed up investigation the 2003 United States Air Force Academy sexual assault scandal. Sorry, my notes just kind of messed up. Fowler eventually rose to vice chairman of House Republican con- um, Conference caucus, the number 5 position among House Republicans, behind the Speaker, Majority Leader, Majority Whip, and Republican Conference chairs. This led her to wrote